scumbag, any lowlife, any maggot piece of shit that I put down. I did it because I liked it. Hell, I loved it. I'm sitting here, I'm just itching. I'm itching to do it again. And you think what? You think you're gonna send me to a nut house? Some doctor, they're gonna get me to stop from doing what I want to do? Well, that ain't happening. Not on my watch.
You see this? Yeah, no, I got a problem with this. The Nintendo Switch 2, the sequel to a pretty good console in my opinion, the Nintendo Switch. Like I just said, I think it was a pretty good console with some games going for a fair price. But those motherfuckers at Nintendo just had to ramp up the prices for the Nintendo Switch 2 up to high heaven. I already know what you're thinking. Why is my non-job having at complaining about the prices of the Switch 2? Because I flippin' love Nintendo, bro. And I was kind of looking forward to playing the new Mario Kart, the new Donkey Kong, the new freaking Pokemon. But I'll be damned if I have to pay $450 for the console, $90 for Mario, $80 for the Kong, and $70 for the freaking Pokemon. And it all comes out to a whopping $700. Yeah, I'm not rocking with that too much.
Give me your money.
And if you go compare the prices to the PlayStation 5 and its games and exclusives and all that, you'll notice that they're expensive too. But hear me out. It's the Switch. The PlayStation is actually kind of worth the money. In return for paying a lot for games, you get a working console, working games, and a fun gaming experience. But going back to the Switch, they kind of just pale in comparison.
Read, nigga, read!
Now don't get me wrong. Right? The Switch is capable of having good games, but not as capable of making a console that can handle those so-called games. Yeah. Now there's a bit of a problem, right?
Don't let me leave, Merv! No!
Oh, not to mention, you can't physically buy the games. Yeah. All you get is a game case with a QR code inside for you to download the game. Are we seeing a problem yet? And another problem with the Switch 2. Jesus Christ, they keep piling up. The Switch 2 has this fancy extra little button on one of its controllers. What do you think it does? Don't worry, I'll tell you. It's for the game chat. Yeah, an extra button just for game chat. Sounds neat, right? Yeah, well, it's not as neat when you hear the game chat is locked behind a paywall. And so is that button. So you get the button, but you gotta pay for it to work. And we're not gonna forget about the fact that you have to pay for game chat. A feature that has been part of gaming consoles for years at this point and is locked behind a big old fat paywall. Once again, are we seeing a problem, Your Honor?
You're gonna make me scream loud as fuck.
Yeah, I guess I am. Do it. Get louder, because I'm not giving to you.
Also, you don't own the Switch 2. Like, at all. No, you get to buy the Switch, but Nintendo still owns it. What are we doing? So Nintendo could just say, yeah, I'm not liking the things you're doing on my Switch 2. So, what'd you do? I bricked it. I bricked your Switch 2. Yeah. Nintendo can just brick the Switch whenever it feels like it if they don't like what you're doing. That mostly goes to like hacking and stuff. I don't do that. But still, if I bought it, why shouldn't I own it, or at the very least do what I want with it? Nintendo, how are you gonna market getting robbed? You're just selling a slightly better Switch that you can't own. Oh, but they want you to buy it though. What are we doing? You know what? At the end of the day, Nintendo was just greedy as fuck.
She gon' move like a dancer, wondering what's next. No one I can answer. Right now you just think I'm like the answer. The check never bounced, think I like my banker. She do it without me, think I'm like an anchor. She can give the most, I would never thank her. Got it ready, I'm just waiting on the transfer. Going all the way like I'm Prancer. She gon' break my shirt cause she mad at me. It's a tragedy. If I'm not rich, then I'm bound